Hello from Myrtle Beach. We are at the Myrtle Beach State Park today. We're going to take you on a tour, show you everything it has to offer, show you the campgrounds, the RV park, the cabins, the pier, the beach, everything it has. Hi, I'm Carmen. I've got Brian here driving with me. If you're new to our channel, we cover everything Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area, and we welcome you. And if you're a regular viewer, thanks for coming back. So this is the beautiful drive into the state park. It's right off of Highway 17 Business, and also known as Kings Highway, and it's just at the south end of Myrtle Beach. So if you go to the southmost end of the Myrtle Beach Ocean Boulevard Strip, it's just a little few minutes further down the road. Technically, the Myrtle Beach State Park is not in Myrtle Beach. It's not in the city, it's in the county. You can pay, right up here is where you pay to get in. You can pay by person, or if you're here a lot, you can get an annual pass, and the annual pass gets you into the other state parks depending on which pass you get. And we've mentioned before, there's Huntington Beach State Park, which is also near here. It's just down in Murrells Inlet, a little south of Myrtle Beach. So right here is where you pay. So you can see there's no vacancy in the campground. And that's a tip we have, is get here early. If you're coming, especially in the summer, get here early. It will fill up and they will stop letting anyone in, not just the campground, but they won't let anyone in the park. All right, here's the park office, and this is where you check in if you are renting a cabin or a campsite, an RV site. And then they do have parking over here if you're just here for the nature center or to hike. You can park over there on the left. Got a bump here. And this is one of their nature trails right here, the Sculptured Oak Nature Trail. It does go into the woods. You do want to be mindful for snakes. There are snakes here. We've seen several live and dead here, so keep an eye out for that if you decide to go on the nature trail. We've got tons and tons of picnic tables, barbecues, and right this direction the cars are going is where the pier is. We will show you that in a bit. We're going to go around first to the campgrounds and the RV park and the cabins and show you that section. So here as we go by, lots more picnic tables. These usually are not full. They can fill up, but it'd be like the 4th of July. And you can reserve shelters as well, and we'll show you some of those. There's someone setting up for today. And there's a playground for children. And the state park does have proper bathrooms, like flushing toilets, that kind of thing. So if that's important to you, that can make this a nice place to come and spend the day at the beach. It's not the only place that has bathrooms, but it's one that has really nice bathrooms. Right there you can see one of the shelters. It's right here near the ocean. This is a great place to walk around as well, and they have a nice strip of beach, which we'll show you too, that doesn't have hotels on it, so that's always a plus as well. This is the road down into the cabins. We just went straight ahead, and this is a dirt road, as you can see. I think it's the only dirt road or gravel road. There's some little bunnies. I don't know if they'll show up on the film, but the cabins are really nice, and we do have a video tour of one of the cabins. There are a total of 6 cabins, but only 5 of them are over here. There's another one that is located, I'm gonna have to reach across Brian again. I think this is the one we have the tour of right here. We have a tour of the inside. There is one that's actually in the campgrounds, and we'll show you that as well. But this is a nice little private area, and they have their own beach access that's separate from the beach access for everyone else. So it's very private. We'll mention one thing, that if you're sensitive to sound, the planes from the airport, so there's their beach access right there. The planes from the airport path directly over these cabins, and the one that was back there in that cul-de-sac, that's the one they go directly over. And they're flying pretty low at that point because this is close to the airport. So that's something to keep in mind if you are sensitive to sound. And it affects the whole campground, but the cabins are definitely in the direct flight path. Here we are at the campgrounds and RV park. That cabin right there, that's the one I was talking about that's actually inside of the campground. And all the roads here are one way. It actually makes it a good way to go to do a walk and, you know, get to see what everything looks like here at the campground if you want to stroll around. So it's a mix of tent camping and RVs. And as you can see, there's a lot of woods. It's a really beautiful area, very peaceful, except for the planes that I mentioned. There are facilities here, showers and toilets. There's one right there. Brian just said there's a laundry as well, we believe. You can definitely double check that. My parents have actually stayed in the cabins multiple times, but I don't believe any of us have actually done camping. They also have a convenience store here. We'll show you that on the way out. And as you can see, the campgrounds just go and go. I mean, there are a lot of camping spots here. So for it to be full, this is a lot of people. So we'll show you both where the nature center is, as well as where they have basically a convenience store. I don't know what else to call it. So if you need supplies, they've got you covered. Right down this way is the nature center. They have some really good educational stuff for children. It's just right down this road, and we also showed you where you can park if you just want to drive in and go straight to the nature center if you're not camping here. Right behind this RV is the laundromat. I just saw the sign, so it is here. And then this next building coming up on the driver's side is the convenience store that I mentioned. Right there. And it's not open yet, but it does open pretty early. I've seen the open sign on it pretty early in the day. And if you're wondering why we're not taking you in the nature center, it is not open. It opens fairly late in the day, and we're here fairly early because, like I mentioned, you have to get here early to get in. It opens, I want to say, was it 11? Yeah, 11. And check the hours because that could change, of course. If you're wondering about pricing, it varies, so check their website. I believe it's about $8 for an adult to get into the park, and they also have senior rates and rates for children, and also obviously for camping, that's different. And then once you get in, you have full access to everything. However, if you want to fish on the pier, you still need to pay a fee to fish. If you just want to walk out on the pier, though, once you've paid to get in, you can just walk out. Now we're back to where you saw us at the very beginning, where we sort of went to the left towards the campgrounds. This is if we had gone straight towards the pier. There's a lot of parking, so if you're just coming here for the day and you're not camping, there's ample parking. In this area, you can go left or right here for parking. There's multiple restrooms along this strip that we're about to turn onto, so you don't have to worry about that either. And lots of fairly, unpopulated beach, unless you hit this on, like I said, 4th of July, or if you're here later in the day, it can get busy, especially near the campgrounds. So right over here is the pier and the gift shop, and we're gonna park here so we can go in and show you the pier. Here we are at the gift shop and the entrance to the pier. See right here, walking on our pier is always free, and there are restrooms right around here, and actually I'll show you, there's some picnic tables over here as well. And sometimes they have umbrellas up. They may just not have put them up yet. Oh, look at that beautiful view right there. Gorgeous. And here's the restrooms right here. So they have various gifts, ice cream, some snacks, and then of course fishing gear as well. Let's go in and take a look. And here's the pier. Let's go take a walk out on the pier, and we can also take a look at the beach. Get a bird's eye view of the beach. Oh, look at this gorgeous day. Beautiful. So it's quite a nice pier. They even have some educational information here on the pier. And this will give you a very good view of what it looks like looking over the park. It's a gorgeous park. Definitely recommend it. It's a high on our must-do list. I think a lot of people miss it. They just don't know about it. So here you go. You can see this unspoiled beach along here. That building you see is a restroom. So like I said, there's ample restrooms here. Let's go look at the other side. And so that right down there is the Spring Maid Pier. And so that's the end of the main strip of Ocean Boulevard that you see down there. Damon's is right down there for frame of reference. And again, there's a lot of parking right along here and more public restrooms. This is a fun share for a photo op here. So as you can see, this pier goes a long way. I'll go down to the end so we can take a look there. And then we will take you on a walk on the beach and also show you, where a good place to park is and where the restrooms are. But we definitely recommend this. It's well worth the money. About to head back through the gift shop. I wanted to point out they do have ice as well. Here's one of their many beach access points. They do have showers and foot wash at each access point. Some of the restrooms that are more in this direction actually have changing rooms as well. So they do have all the amenities that you would want or need. And here we are on this gorgeous beach. So you can see they have a lovely beach. This is low tide, so it's sort of at its max width right now. And we're looking back towards that pier that I just walked out on. So you can see at this state park there is so much to do. We love it. We think it's great. The Huntington Beach State Park I mentioned is also great. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to watch the video on your screen right now and click subscribe so you won't miss anything new. Thanks so much for watching. Until our next adventure.